My goal for this video is to tell you the most important things that I wish someone would have told me before my first match. And just to make you feel better before we dive in, here is a clip from the first match I shot when I started competing. If I do my job properly here, you will have the tools to look way better than that, even at your first match. For those who don't know, here's what generally happens on the day of a local match. You're either going to sign up ahead of time on practicescore.com, or you'll show up and sign up the day of the match. If you tell them it's your very first match, they're going to run you through what's called a new shooter briefing, and you need to pay attention to this because they'll inform you of any extra rules that the range has on top of the rules for the sport. You'll also either be placed into, or you'll get to choose a squad to join. The squad is the group of shooters that you're going to spend the entire day with, and as you shoot more matches, you'll figure out which ones you like to be in, and which ones you don't. The first point I want to cover is how safety works at these matches. Once you understand these rules, they're extremely easy to follow. There are only two places where you should be handling a gun: safe areas and stages. Designated safe areas are used for donning and doffing your gear, dry firing, and fixing any issues you may have with your equipment. When you're at a stage, you should not handle your gun until it is your turn to shoot, you know that nobody is downrange of you, and the RO has given you the command to make ready. The second thing I want you to remember is the 180 rule. It's a very easy rule to understand, but it is also the main cause of match disqualifications. The 180 rule means that as you shoot a stage, you should visualize an invisible line coming from your body that is parallel with the back berm of the stage. If your muzzle comes past the 180-degree line behind you, you will be told to stop, unload your gun, and you will be done shooting for the day. As long as you keep your muzzle downrange, you'll be fine. For more details about safety rules in your specific sport, you should read the rulebook for your sport. I've added links to all three of the main pistol shooting sports in the description of this video for you. The second thing you should know before your first match is what equipment to bring. This is super easy. Every sport breaks down what is allowed in each division in its rulebook. As a general rule, you can get away with shooting all three of the practical pistol sports with a quality concealed carry holster, 3 magazines, and 2 magazine pouches. If you do not want to buy a competition belt just yet and want magazine pouches, I recommend the T-Rex Arms Mars carriers for outside the waistband and the Tenacor Abdo pouch for inside the waistband. For more information about what equipment to bring to a match, you can watch our video on that linked at the end of this video. Let's get in front of this right now. You are going to be nervous at your first competition. That is completely natural. It will be like this for your first several matches, and it will still be like this for any big match that you care about the result of. I want you to realize that anything worth having or doing in life is probably going to make you nervous. That fact alone should make you feel secure that despite the nerves you're dealing with, you're on the right path. Another strategy that works very well for this comes from one of my instructors, Steve Anderson. He teaches his students to pre-accept the results of the match and develop a process that will bring out the best performance they can muster. There are several mindsets that allow you to pre-accept the results of the match in your head, and none of these can be faked, so it's important to use the one that fits your situation best. For your first match, let's see what happens is a fantastic headspace to be in. This will remove a lot of the mental burden of the results, and it will allow you to focus on shooting as safely and effectively as possible. To bring this back a bit, the next main point is to have fun. Unless you're shooting at a club with a ton of heat, you're going to have a whole bunch of shooters that are only there to have fun, and the top 2 to 5 people will be the only ones that care about the results. For most people, shooting competitions is just a fun outlet for people to enjoy some camaraderie and shoot guns together. It's a break from normal life, and if that's all you want to do with competitive shooting, that is completely valid. And for our final topic, I want to really talk about the results of the match. Regardless of how you feel about it now, your inner voice may try to tell you negative things once you see where you landed. To prevent this from happening, you need to set a realistic goal for the match before you go. A perfect goal for your first competition is to simply have fun and finish the match without being disqualified. Even last place is completely acceptable for your first competition. This should not discourage you at all. To wrap this up, if you focus on staying safe, learning from other shooters, and have fun, you will have a fantastic first match. Do not worry about your placement. The lower you place at your first match, the more dramatic your come up will be as you compete more anyways. If you're an experienced competitor watching this and you have any more tips for new practical shooters, be sure to drop them in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope this video made you a better marksman.